Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. I think we are live. I think we are high voltage. Let's see. Moment of truth. Has the controller connected properly? Oh, it has! We're cooking with fire now, guys. I don't think I mentioned it, but I did get that. New cord for the old PlayStation controller, and oh my goodness, it is so nice not having to worry about my controller shorting out on me. Alright, actually let's move this mic a little bit. Bear with me. There we go. I think that'll be a little bit better. Alright. Let's see. Oh, man, that is a good drink. I mixed myself an old fashioned before hopping on stream. Got a nice ice cold. Got a hold on me, apparently. Ice cold old fashioned here, made with a little bit of angel's envy, which makes it very, very sweet, but it's not bad at all. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing alright. It was a busy day. Let's see, we saw this at the end of last time. We were playing Mystia's Isekai. It's just the fast travel stuff. Alright. Didn't have our mount. Okay, so we do need to go to the human village. Alright. If you guys don't remember, we paid off the debt that we got from Kyoko, because we are just a good friend who is going to take care of the homies. So we paid off that, but we got swindled into getting another loan out for a bigger izakaya from Miss Jennifer over here, put up to it by the Yakumo household, because apparently they have a bank. Don't ask me why, but they do have a bank. So now we've got to go and meet Kane to get her permission to run the izakaya in the human village, because we can only do that, and Reimu will only not come around and beat us half to death if we get the permission of Kane. We'll talk about her in a little bit. There's a whole bunch of ingredients over here too. There's also Racing and Ringo. They got their own little shops. Isn't that awesome? Alright, if we go up here. Oh, where is she? She's usually up here. Where's Kane at? Is it IQ? No, it's not IQ. There she is. Hello, Kane. Oh. She's having a little bit of trouble. Oh, did we unlock Forest of Magic and Yokai Mountain from this? Did that always unlock? I don't remember that. Oh. She's a stern teacher. Alright. If you don't remember, this is referring to the very opening, the kind of tutorial level of it, where Yuyuko goes sicko mode out of hunger. And then we get sent back in time, sorta, kinda. Get sent back in history is perhaps the more precise way of saying it. By Miss Kane Kamishirasawa, whose name alone has helped me pronounce Japanese, just because there's so many syllables in Kamishirasawa. Yeah, people will forget about this, but there's actually quite a lot of yokai in and around the the village. Rumi's doing her best. Wriggle's a bit lost. Chirno's Chirno. And Daiyose's desperately trying to look after her. Kane's like, alright, you can do it. Just keep it low-key and don't serve alcohol to kids. I'm like, alright, that seems fair to me. Dang, I wish it was easy to get this permit in real life, man. I'd have izakais all over the place. Alright, thank you, Kane. We can't talk to her more. Alright, what else we got over here? Let's check this out. Tuna and trout. Need to check out the vendors, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, isn't Renosuke in here? I think Renosuke is somewhere here in the human village. And we can get cookware from him, if I remember right. Let's go and see if we can find him. Oh, hey, it's Kassin. Let's chat with Kassin. Oh, I forgot this. If you didn't know, Reimu likes to throw a lot of parties after incidents at the Hakure Shrine. So it does make sense that Mystia may have sung at some of these parties on occasion. Kassin is a little bit intense, by the way, as a character. She means well. She genuinely means well, but she's something. Alright, here is Mr. Renosuke. Alright, let's see. Honey and peaches. Every now and then he'll have some interesting items that you can't quite get other places, which is quite nice. Alright. Let's see. So we can get extras. What do we want? What do we usually use? So I do want to get one of the cutting boards. Let's get the grill items a bit popular. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a super grill. We'll purchase that. That's going to be our big purchase. Then we can go back up here and check out this guy. Take all those. And pork. Take all of those. What does Ringo want? Ah, okay, here's a good chance to talk about this. There are some items that count as full meals that you can serve to different guests, but they don't last. They're perishables. So like the Lunar Dango, it's got all these really nice tags on it, but it's perishable. Ramen's pretty good. Let's actually get some ramen in. So there's a couple people who like modern, and it's kind of hard to get. Same with mochi over here. Milk, no alcohol, neat, grapefruit juice. I think we'll... yeah, we'll get some grapefruit juice, just in case. Just in case we need it. 20 pumpkins, 20 onions, and 20 radishes. I will take your entire stock. Ah, here's Aku. Hieda no Aku. She's quite nice. She's kind of a record keeper in Touhou. She knows a whole lot about a lot. And it's kind of a thing in the Hieda household, which is Aku's family, where they reincarnate. And there's also a mini game that you can access from her. Or talk to her about it. Let's go back to the yokai trail real quick. Let's talk to Chen. Alright. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Let's continue gathering, because we are running low on lamprey, I think. Actually, let's talk to Wriggle. What are your tasks? Give an Udambara? Let's see if we can make that real quick. I got it. That's alright. We'll get that done later, in that case. I do want to use her gathering. Alright. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Okay. I would like to make use of... There we go. We'll make Kyoko barmaid still. I'm going to the first day. Or first evening, rather. And now we've got the Super Grill. It's upgraded now. So we're definitely going to have some stuff that we can grill. Let's see. I think kebabs and lamprey. We're going to go crazy today. Let's keep it simple with the others. Let's get some soup. And some ramen. Then we will serve the humble rice ball. Get that and that. Let's take all of these. And we'll do spare sake. Why not? And let's get the shop open, shall we? Oh, Chin's back. Alright, there we go. We've decided we will take the new izakaya. That'll be cool. We should be able to access that after this evening's run. Evening is in this this instance in the game, not as in the stream evening. Speaking of shop, though, talking shop, guess who's a dumb idiot? I'll give you a couple more seconds to put your bets in. Have you thought about it? Have you considered it? If your guess was the streamer, yes, you would be correct. And what's really irritating is it came from trying to be diligent. Actually, that. Because I got to work on time, as per usual, but due to some business stuff that's going on, there's not the usual suspects who come to the office super early today. So your boy stepped into the office, and what happened, mind you? I've got a code to get in, by the way. I've got the code to get in the door. All good. It's 8 o'clock in the morning when I clock in usually. I get in, and all of a sudden, the gates of hell open up. I'm talking screams of the damned. The alarm system, ladies and gentlemen, works, and good God is in heaven. It works well. I have rarely jumped out of my skin that hard, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I panicked a little bit. No one else was there. I was like, oh my goodness, my boss is gonna get here and I'm gonna be sitting out on the curb in a pair of handcuffs because the cops are gonna come and think that I broke in. Now, the story does have a good ending, alright? Because fortunately, not 2 to 3 minutes after I got in, somebody else in the building got in. I guess they parked in the back or around the side of the building and came in from the other side. But your boy was terrified for a good 2.5, 3 minutes. And that's how my day went. How was your day? The rest of the day went fine as well, by the way. It's not like the whole day was bonk. It was just one of those, like, oh man, really? This is what we're doing today? Busy day, though. Busy day. I had a bunch of stuff going on at the office. Big meeting between the head shed. So, of course, that meant we all had to be moving and grooving at our best and had to be able to move and shift and reprioritize on the whims of the head shed, as it were. So, I guess you could say business as usual in that regard for an office drone like myself. But not bad. Not bad. Busy days go fast, which... Could you not order rice balls for 3 minutes? For the length of the alarm from this morning, could you not order rice balls? Thank you. Alright. What do you want, Romeo? Signature dish and soda. Let's give her lamprey. And she likes raw, so we can do that. And we can actually give her one of the ramen. Oh. It would be awesome if I got the throw ability back from that. I didn't. That's alright. Here you go, madam. Ooh, that reminds me, by the way. Hey, did you guys see the, not just the trailer, but the opening? They released the opening for the Mystia's Izakaya anime that's going to be coming out. Ooh, I got so excited I missed that note. I watched it just before stream started, and it looked pretty dang neat. I liked it. Alright, strange and bitter. It actually doesn't, it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. I'm hoping it has got good quality throughout. It's not going to be, you know, absolutely wow you with how it's animated or anything like that, but it looks really, really nicely animated overall. I quite like it. Fish and fruit. I think she likes sweet too, so let's do that. Take this. Go here. You'll have this. Number 5. There you go. You're a cheapskate. Alright. Chin gets preferential treatment. Let's see. Tip 2 is going to get that. Oops. There we go. Let's make one of those. Do we have anything in storage? No. We are running low on stuff, as it were. Alright, what were we doing? What were we doing? Breast ball, that's right. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. What do you want, Jen? Fish? We can make that happen, girl. We'll give you a fruity sour. Actually, we'll make you, just for you, we'll do some dried fish crisps. Alright. One cool thing about this, grill, if you get the upgraded version, like the normal upgraded version, not the crazy super enhanced ones, they will actually give a percent chance of those guests ordering again, which is really cool. Yeah, okay, you want that. Which is really cool, but on the bigger ones, if you got multiple of each going at once, it can get a little bit hectic. But that's also cool too. Because then, at that point, you're probably going to have multiple characters unlocked for the different positions that you can have in the izakaya. So like we have Kyoko as the barmaid, so she's running out drinks to people. And you can get others to actually run out meals from the storage back here. Alright. And there's one other. What's the other? I can't remember. Chef. That was the one. That allows characters to automatically cook and then store the food. that normal guests do and free you up to deal with these special guests. Marissa, what do you want? Japanese food and chillable. Alright, you're gonna get a Negroni. We're gonna make some money off of you today. Sorry, girl. Alright. Where's this going? 6. It's going to go to... She just slipped in too, didn't she? Actually... I don't have a whole lot of Japanese recipes, do I? Do fresh. What does she like? I think she likes the pricey stuff. If I remember right. But we'll find out together. There we go. Yep, she likes the legendary stuff. Alright, you want that. I think she's one of the few ways that you can get mushrooms early. Alright. Japanese food. We'll just do this again, actually. Do that. Do I have another? Oh, yeah. Yeah, mountain delicacy. Let's try good with alcohol, too. What you want? You want chillable. What about fire rats? It's heatable, not chillable. We should give her some sparrow sake. We're not gonna completely fleece her wallet. Although I'm kinda tempted, to be honest with you. I know you're loaded, Marissa. Where's my money? There we go. Again? Does she like sweet stuff? I feel like she likes sweet stuff. What about sea delicacy? Can we put all of this in here? Oh, she probably needs to drink too, huh? There we go. Nice. Are you gonna stay for more, or? She's a glutton today. Oh, hot. Hot and chillable drink. Do we have something that's hot? I think we do, actually. Need to feel the feeling. Boiling pot. Meat raw, boiling pot. I thought we had something that was hot. Hold on. Let's check our recipes. Let's filter by... including hot. There we go. Select. Power soup. Boar meat, seaweed. So let's do seaweed. Then boar meat. Power soup. There we go. Let's see how she likes that. I appreciate that she's comparing cooking and explosions and art. This satisfies the megamine in my heart that I am. Heat again. Alright. Boar meat. Do that. Which is at 34. We'll give her... throw a potato in there. Why not? And what drink did she want? Chillable. Sounds like sparrow sake to me. I don't know about you boys. Whoever composed the music for this did a fantastic job. I really, really like the soundtrack for this game. Chin's back. Yes, I do believe we will be going out there. Chin is a little bit tsum-tsum, isn't she? It's alright, she'll come around. We'll just keep throwing some more fish her way and it'll work out. I forgot that. If you check the bottom right entry for 118, that is actually a real thing in Touhou, is that Aku writes under the pen name Agatha Christie, which is very, very funny. Alright. Huddle. New tasks. We can go to Yuka. Oh, we could go even bigger. And we have to we have to bribe Chen as well with aquatic food. Do we want to get the bigger one, or do we want to get the human branch one? Let's go ahead and get the expansion. Let's go ahead and do that. So we need 4 small. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. If I just played myself and made the wrong stuff, I'm gonna be upset. There we go. 3 and 4. Alright. Cool. Human Village Cabin. You can buy all of that stuff. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab some more goodies around here. How much scratch do we got? 3K? Pretty good. Not too bad. Grab some more Sparrow Sake. Grab some of those just because they're nearby. I think today we're just going to use the gather points here. I really need more lampreys. People have been eating those up, man. There we go. Got a little bit. Grab that. Let's see. Trout. Lamprey. Lamprey. Nice. Is there another one over here? There we go. Hey, +4. That's a good roll. Alright. Then let's go. Human Village. Ooh, I would like to do here. Yeah. Salt Bay Mystia never gets old. Alright, let's do some staples, right? Let's, first off, let's do lamprey pork kebab. We know people like those. Second, miso soup. Gotta have the cheaper option. You know, you gotta have an economical one. Now, what else do we want? We can do the croquettes. Then rice balls, yeah. So we're gonna need grill, pot, pan, cutting board. Let's get some tea. The rest of these, because we're getting to the point where we've got a lot of stuff, which is quite nice. Alright. Let's see what happens. First time in this location. Slightly different clientele. Actual human clients this time. Oh, I missed that. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Go ahead and get a little prep workout. Wow, I made that so bad it turned into whatever that is. Little harmonica style action on the OST too. That's kind of cool. I was actually out at a local place over the weekend, which is a really, really nice place. It's pizza and it's got a bar in it. The actual, it's brick-fired pizza, and they've got the big old oven where you can actually see it from the sitting room. And they have live music out there. And there was this dude who was incredibly good. I mean, how he did not have a record deal, I will never know. He had a thing out there for tips, and he didn't have a thing where he put his music out there. Otherwise, I would absolutely shill his music to the ends of the earth, because he was playing guitar, he was singing, he was playing harmonica. He had a loop pedal, so he could record, well, not record technically, but loop rhythm sections so he could solo over top or play harmonica and sing over top of them. I mean, he was giving it hell, man. He was good. If you guys don't go out and find some local music, you guys should. Find a couple good places around you that have small local people play. Or not so small people. That's also cool. But finding those diamonds in the rough where you're like, man, how are you not with somebody? It's incredible what some people can do with an instrument in their voice. Alright, she wants sake. We can make that happen. And she wants cultural. So we'll do that. I'll try with sweet. I'm not sure if she likes sweet. Although she's sweet. She likes veggies, home cooking, and Japanese. Alright. Vegetables and sake. That. What about... Is this already mild? Let's try mild. Ooh, she likes mild as well. I think we got a winning formula. She's using her spell card. First visit, too. That's pretty good. I cannot sniff that. Alright. Japanese and shochu. Do that. And we do... Do we have shochu? We do! We have Fire Rat's robe. Miss Kamishirasawa about to get crunk in the izakaya, bro. Alright. Now her spell card is interesting because it can have different effects. Like we had the one a second ago where your cooking goes really quick. And then, ooh, Kassin showed up too. Good lord. Everybody's showing up. And then there's the other one, which I believe this one makes it so that nobody can leave until they actually run out of money, which is really funny. Whoa, everybody's ordering. Alright. Cultural and mid-alc. Cultural and mid-alc. What was the... Ooh, I would like to remove that default. No. There we go. What was the... No. Stinky tofu. Chili and tofu. Tofu, chili. Let's see if she likes that. We have mid-alc. We do. Let's give her that. love the acoustic guitar on this. Oh, she does not like that. Uh-oh. Ah! She reset her combo. Oh, man. Come on. You told me to take a cold shower, and it wasn't even my fault this time. Do we have another one? No. Get the cutting board. We're gonna have to get the upgraded cutting board, I think. Because if you take that... Oh my goodness, this is Rice Balls Part 2. What the heck? The quest for more money. Alright, seriously, can we calm down with this? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. We are almost at a full... We are at a full card of people with these freaking rice balls, man. What is happening? Aku's here. Thank goodness someone finally changes an order. Alright, rice balls again? You people, I swear. I'm gonna start swearing if they keep ordering these rice balls. Thank you. Order something else, you fiends. As soon as I say that too, they do something else, huh? Alright, let's get this going, get that going. Alright, you guys get... Oh. Get that. Need some lampreys going. We got people lining up now, too. Ah, we just missed it. We couldn't get Aku in. Alright. We're gonna get pretty dang close to 1.5, if not. I don't think we'll get to 2K. Too many rice ball orders. Those are too cheap. The margin's too thin on those. But otherwise, we're looking pretty dang snazzy, man. Yep, there's 15. What do we get? 16, 17, maybe? Depending on how long these guys stay. Ooh. 18, man. A little bit above what I thought. Alright. Take that. We're going to take a little bit of a loss. 30 loss on those. That's not too bad. We're going to still be at 18. A little bit above. Heck yeah. I think we can already get the third level expansion too if we want it. Alright. With the eagle eye down there, you might be able to see that we had a negative profit, or a loss, but that's because we did the upgrade. New vegetable picking program. Alright, let's get out of here. And tasks. Let's see. The human village is 8K. Aquatic cultural heritage. Don't know if I've got what we want to do with that. Ooh, Roomba. What should she give us this time? Oh, is this the bear paw? I think it might be the bear paw we get. Okay, this will be a meat. Or is it dark matter? What do we gotta give her? Give her one of those. Boil it or grill it. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. Ooh, she does. Ruba is a child. Actually, no, she's not a child. That's insulting to me. She has the culinary opinions of a young man. I like that. It makes me feel younger than I'm slowly getting. Just pure meat all the time. Alright, what else could you possibly want? Bamboo shoot? We got one of those. So Nanoka. Alright, imitation bear paw. Alright, we gotta get her in the izakaya. Let's invite her. Alright. Let's do that. Grab this, and we'll actually go to the human village. Ah, they haven't got all their stuff back yet. That's alright, though. Alright. I'll take your entire stock, sir. Take the... I do not want all those. Actually, we're going to be opening in the... What is this? Japanese Sweet Wonderful and Specialty. Actually, you know what? We could do that. I'll take your entire stock, ma'am. What about you, Saren? I'll take all of those. The rest will be fine. Then, here's Kane. Unexpected lore drops from Kane. Kane is very interesting in how she's often played and depicted in the fan works. Because on one hand, she's the stern teacher. On the other, she's very caring. And on the other, it's three hands, but you know, whatever. She's also a very mysterious character. Her and Moko are actually very, very close friends, which is really cool. I like that. I think that brings out a lot of the good qualities in both those characters when you put them together. Because Moko is pretty intense. And it's got her own things going on. And Kane, likewise, is intense in her own ways, but under specific situations. They're both oddballs. Fried tofu. I think that's the pan that we need for that. That would make sense, wouldn't it? You fry things in a pan. Good job there, Small. Ginkgo nut. Ooh, here's the vintner. With this, the Zun beer. Sangetsusei is pretty good as far as strings go. You can make some bank off of those. Let's go up that. How much do we have? 31. What are our tasks? 12 days to get 6K. Okay, let's focus on getting that. I will not get the old upgrades quite yet. I actually might. Where is the... not that one. There we go. Oh, can we get... oh, can we actually go up to the... we can. Let's do that. Let's go up to the Forest of Magic real quick. How much time do we got? Okay. Come up here and we can talk to Marissa. What's up, homegirl? This is also a confirmed thing in Touhou. Marissa does, in fact, run a magic shop in the Forest of Magic. However, she doesn't get a whole lot of foot traffic because there's kind of a miasma that is not very good for your health over the Forest of Magic. I think... now this I'm not quite as sure about. I think because she's been so steeped in and around magic, that is a phase. It doesn't affect her as much. She isn't bothered by it. But other regular humans, bothered by it. Alright. Oh, okay. That's who we need to talk to about opening a shop here. Ah, we gotta go talk to Miss Alice about opening a place here. Oh, there she is. Perfect. Alice is a bit blunt, but she's a nice lady, I think. Deep friendship, she says. Poor Mystia is out here catching strays. That's an interesting thing as well. Though Alice appears human, she is not. She is considered a witch. Or a magician, if you prefer. Same with Miss Patchouli. She's actually not considered a human anymore. They're kind of their own race, apart from humans. They use magic to become non-human. Alright, it'll take a little bit for that to open up. Talk to Marissa. Daze. Alright. Okay. She has an obsession with mushrooms. Now, how you interpret the word mushroom, that is up to your own interpretation, and I will not disabuse you of it. Alright, we're gonna pick up that. We're gonna pick up this. Some fairy dew. Oh, that's right. It's alright. No, it's Shanghai. What can we get? We can get some good stuff out of here. Let's get some cream. That's hard to get. Let's get some mushrooms and some truffles. Take those. Thank you, ma'am. We can chat with Alice. Ah, here's what I was talking about, actually. There you go. Oh, I did not want to. There we go. Let's see, is there another vendor out here? No? Maybe not. But we can go to the Yokai Mountain. And all the Tengu. Ooh, there's Sanai. Right screen Reimu. We'll chat with Sanai. Sanai's a little bit toasted. She's a little bit upset about getting her butt whooped by Reimu that time. I don't think she's ever gotten over it. Alright, vendors over here. Kappa merchant. Octopus Daiginjo. That's really expensive. Cucumbers. What are the tags on it? Home cooking, veggie mild. Sea urchin. Primo stuff. Okay. Let's avoid that for now, I think. Can't remember what that path is. I think it's the path to Old Hell. There is Momoji. What's up, Momoji? Come chat with it. Oh. As the name would imply, they would be White Wolf, Yokai, or Tengu, rather. There's Nitori. We saw her the other day in Touhou. Touhou Mountain of Faith. Which actually, shameless plug, if it isn't out already, I can't remember what I had it scheduled for. There is a little clip video that's going to be coming out from that, where Nitori shows up, very briefly. Go check it out. If it's out, and if not, then it'll be out soon, and you should check it out then. Alright. Nitori as well introduces herself as a friend to humans. And is it's a bit of an enterprising young Kappa herself. Very mechanically gifted. She actually made, I believe it's in Mountain Faith, she made the camo. So I saw a few art pieces a little while ago. I wish I could dig them up again, but it's been a while. Of Nitori in the sneaking outfit, the sneak camo from Metal Gear. It was very cute. See? Nitori's clever. She's putting us in a situation we can't refuse. Let's go ahead and talk to Momichi again. Leave! Wait a minute. I have food. Oh, alright. I really like her sprite work in this game as well. I like Momichi a lot as a character, even though she's kind of a not character. Because she literally, what you saw in Mountain of Faith when we were playing that stream, was literally all we get of her. She has no dialogue, you see her as a mid-boss, and she leaves. That's it. But people love Momichi, and people who are into Momichi are into Momichi. That kind of happens a lot with a bunch of Touhou characters. I mean, Daiose is the same. Daiose is beloved in the community, but she literally has no dialogue. And Daiose is literally just Big Fairy. It's not even a real name, but people love her. Looks like the Tengu on board with having an isekai up on the mountain. We'll have to do that at some point too, huh? You talk to her again? Nah, we'll not talk to her again. We'll not bother her again. let's see. Grab this gathering point, and we'll grab this gathering point. Alright. I think this is a good point for me to take a quick break real quick. Give me a few minutes to get a cup of coffee and use the bathroom, and I will be right back, guys. And I will be back momentarily. Alright, we are back now, people. I appreciate you letting me take a quick break there, get a cup of coffee, use the bathroom and all that good stuff. How you like that freaking soundtrack, though, man? Absolutely incredible. I love it. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit while I check on some other stuff. Alright. So I may or may not have scalded the heck out of my leg by spilling coffee all over it. But we're not going to worry about that, alright? We're not going to talk about it. Also, some of you, if you've been watching the stream, might be going, really, man? Coffee? Especially after an old-fashioned? Yes. This is my personal secret anti-hangover play, alright? That's the move, trust me. It is just what you do, and you will avoid your hangover. Now, the big move, the big brain 100 IQ play to actually avoid hangovers is to not drink too much. Especially when you're starting to get up there in years, which I am still quite young. But I'm not as young as I once was, and your boy can't be drinking like he was in college anymore. And honestly, a nice big hot cup of coffee suits me more anyhow. Alright. Let's see. Let's get some stuff prepped for this evening at the izakaya. I kind of wanted to ask you guys as well. What are you guys watching anime-wise? Because I'm in a weird mood. I kind of want to watch the adaptation of Ajin, because I'm reading Ajin right now, and it's really good. But I know it's 3D, which I really dislike 3D anime. So I'm kind of torn about watching it. Is there something you guys know of that kind of scratches that same itch of really cool, well done gun choreography and fight choreography, and being a little bit on the darker side? Whether more supernatural or not, I would appreciate it. And before anybody mentions it, because I know somebody will, I have seen Kanan, or Kanan. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but that was really good. Well, let me rephrase. I like Kanan when it is the action scenes. I'm not as crazy about Kanan. I'm going to keep calling it Kanan, by the way, until corrected. But the actual story of Kanan, I really wasn't invested in. I've also seen Gunslinger Girl, which that's a blast from the past. I rewatched a couple episodes of that the other day, because I got, at random, a recommendation that was a retrospective on Gunslinger Girl, and the original anime. Very, very fun. Very, very fun show. Really like it. The later remake, reboot, sequel, it was a thing. It was a whole deal. Was I don't know about it. You know what I mean? It was, paradoxically, the original creator and author of Gunslinger Girl had more of a hand in its and involvement in its creation, but it didn't feel as good to watch. It didn't feel as, I don't know, it just felt kind of watered down. And it didn't quite feel like Gunslinger Girl, if that makes sense. Alright, what is our task for Kane? That's right, deep fried tofu. Alright, we got boiled tofu. Do we have deep fried tofu? Tofu in a pan. Hey, we can make that happen. Alright, let's get her that and hope it is not a tag that she doesn't like. Hey, that works. The weird thing about this game, occasionally you'll have quests where characters will give you recipes, and you'll have to serve them those recipes. However, a lot of the times they'll have tags that they don't even like, and you'll get negative rep with them for it. I'm like, what the heck, man? I'm doing exactly what you told me to do. Why am I being punished for it? But hey, it happens sometimes. I forgot that. Alright. Ooh, Aku's here. What would you like, Miss Hieda? She likes primo stuff. She bougie. And she likes sake. Oh yeah. If she weren't Japanese, she'd have that white girl going on. You know what I'm saying? You know the one. You know the kind. You know the kind. Get that white girl swag going on. There we go. Alright, let's get some of this going. Likes heatable stuff. Okay. Kassen's back. Oh no, my nemesis. Alright, she likes Japanese food. She likes stuff that's neat. Man. We could be cool if you would just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like Japanese food, you like neat liquor. I like both of those things too. We would get along if you just let it happen, alright? Like, we could be tight. Not too tight, like we could just be homies. Let's see. Soups. We can make some soup. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's add some sweet. I'm not sure if she likes sweet as a tag, but we'll do that. Alright, what did Kasin want? See, I'm over here trash talking her. I'm not even doing anything. Not even doing anything to to actually serve the guest. You know what? Screw you, you're getting tonkatsu ramen. And that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna be happy with it too. Alright? She wants sake. Alright. Oh, she does like sweets. See? This is why I like Aku. Aku, my beloved. Aku the goat. Oh, hey, there we go. We got one of her tags, though. She does like home cooking. Alright, what do you want now? Cultural and neat. Again. Get that. Does she like small portion? I can't remember. Do we have any cultural? Actually, you know what? You know what? We're gonna give her tonkatsu, but we're gonna put cream in it. Or you know what? It's gonna be a pork bowl with cream in it, because that's gonna be weird. And I don't know why, but all of a sudden I've just developed this dislike for Kasin. More of a meme than anything. I think Kasin's fine as a character, but her more strict nature makes me just want to rebel. Rebel with a cause now. Watch out. There we go. Renosuke showed up too. I usually don't get Renosuke. This is a bit weird. I don't know what he likes. Even from past playthroughs, I'm not really familiar with him. Alright, he likes beer and he likes filling. Alright, we can give you a beer. 2 bears. Alright. Let's give him a little bit of both. What else do we have that's filling? Pumpkin. I don't know about you guys. Oh, I don't want to do that. I actually grew up eating a fair bit of pumpkin, because there was a pumpkin patch nearby out in the sticks nearby where I grew up. So I had a fair bit of pumpkin, because especially once it was getting close to out of season, like really up before Halloween, where you can get it before they started marking stuff up, and afterwards where they're just trying to get rid of all the pumpkins they've grown, you can get a lot. And I would eat a lot of pumpkin seeds, eat a lot of you can cook, like chop up and cook the flesh of pumpkin into other stuff. Actually, pretty much all of the pumpkin, depending on how brave you are, is pretty edible. Alright. Get some ramen going. Now the one country thing that I really could never get behind, because I grew up in the deep south, if you guys didn't know, is okra. I do not like okra. I despise it. That's not what I meant to do. It is slimy and nasty and gross. Ugh. I hate the stuff. But people down here love it. I have never gotten it. Never gotten it. Down here. There we go. Alright, get some of these going. I lost my combo, otherwise I think we'd have done just about the same as we did the last evening at the Izakaya. We're going to have a little bit more overhead, though, because we've got these dishes that we never used. It's mostly my fault. Like I've said before, I've got a really bad habit of tunnel visioning, even more so when I'm streaming, where I forget that there's stuff in there if I don't have a waitress character to automatically pull those out of stock. Which hopefully will... I should probably make the food, huh? That'd probably help a lot in a cooking game. But yeah, it's... If I don't have a waitress character to run food, it's very easy for me to forget, hey, I've actually got stuff. Maybe don't make it. Actually, even with the penalty from having the overhead from these, we might break 2K. I think we did, yeah. Hey, we'll take that. I can't sniff at that. Got a little upgrade action going too. Watch out. Your boy coming up in the world. We did spend a lot on ingredients though. We probably need to gather more than anything else at this point. The Force of Magic card is open, although we're not going to use that. We're going to save that. I want to tease you guys with it. Alright. Those swamps. I can't remember where we need to get Udambara from. Because I would like to do that for Wriggle. Because the more you get rep with her, if you use her outside of the Izakaya option to gather ingredients, it'll just be a freaking monster list of stuff you can get from her, which is really freaking nice, dude. That is honestly, like, once you unlock that, the max rank with Wriggle, where you get her gathering stuff, you just use that off the rip every time you start a new day, and you're just chilling. Alright, I'll take your entire stock, madam. Actually, how many days do we have? Oh yeah, we're gonna be fine. I'll take your entire stock. Come up here, grab those. Rumia didn't come to the Izakaya. You've betrayed me, Rumia. How could you have done this? My goodness. Alright, where do we want to go? We probably need to gather, right? Yeah. So we are running low. We used a lot of lamprey. We'll just quickly get this done. Go back. Although I am tempted to go to the Forest of Magic. Oh, where Nosuke gets around too. He gets out to the Forest of Magic? What the heck, man? What do you guys think? Do we go to the level 2 village cabin? Or do we go to the cart that we've got in the Forest of Magic? I'm kind of torn. Cause I really like both. We'll get more scratch out of the cabin in the human village. But it'd be kind of interesting to go to the Forest of Magic too. Maybe we go to the village cabin because it's a safer option? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do the human village cabin. Let's do that. At the very least, we can do another day here. And then the next evening in the game, we can do the other. Yeah, that sounds worthwhile to me. Let's roll a little bit different stuff. We're gonna do pork and kebab. We're gonna do fried lamprey this time. And boiled tofu. We could do stinky tofu. Or we could do fresh tofu. Let's do fresh tofu, actually. Fresh tofu. And I don't think cicada slows will be popular with the regular humans. Let's maybe do... Actually, let's do the deep fried tofu as well. We'll have 2 tofu dishes. So we need that, the grill, the pan, and the cutting bird. Cutting bird. I'm talking like I'm a JoJo character. Mr. Joester. Get that, those. Sparrow sake will be fine. And we'll open up shop. How about that? Funnily enough, talking about bird. So you gotta roll with the punches. Misspeaking has given me an opportunity to talk about one of my current obsessions, which is jazz music. Music in general is a long-running obsession of mine. but I'm currently reading a book. I may have mentioned it before. I can't remember if I have. If I have, please stop me. But I'm reading a book called 3 Shades of Blue. It has 3 shades of blue. And it is about a bunch of the huge giants of jazz, specifically Miles Davis, Bill Evans, and John Coltrane. And we're getting into the 50s now in the book. And, I mean, it is crazy. Like, I'm a rocker, I'm a metalhead, I'm used to degeneracy from musicians, just as a staple of how it goes. But those guys got after it too, man. Those jazz guys back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, like, it was a known thing. It was kind of an expected thing, not obviously, but honestly, it was a cultural thing that any jazz musician worth their salt was going to be horrifically addicted to heroin. Straight up, I had no idea. I had no idea there was this heroin epidemic in jazz. But there was. It's absolutely insane, dude. I thought a lot of these, of course, I'm not naive, I'm not a child. I've been around musicians of all stripes and all genres. I knew there was going to be some degeneracy going on, but I had no idea how prolific it was, especially back in those days. I joke a lot of times about my time in the Midwest. I spent a lot of time in Ohio, where, excuse me, taking a sip, where there's a lot of problems with drugs. But to hear from that period of time, where it very often seems so buttoned up, it was fascinating. It is fascinating. It's still going on. Because right now, the book mainly has followed up to this point, which is about the halfway mark. It's mostly followed Miles Davis, who, if you don't know, is one of the greatest American trumpeters of all time. I don't think it's even I don't even think it's a competition or a question. I mean, he is one of the greats of the greats, even among the likes of Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, who were his idols when he was cutting his teeth back in the day in New York. I mean, he is one of the defining characters of jazz music, ever. In the past ages, in the current age, it doesn't matter. And at this point, more into the 50s, he's come clean off of heroin, and he is struggling to keep groups together because so many of the other musicians they just have talents in them from heroin. It is incredible to see. Incredible in the worst way as well. I've done my fair share of bad decisions back in the day, but I mean, heroin is a hell of a drug. I don't know how to say it other than that. It really is. It messed up those guys. And so many of them would either die young or just, be incredible musicians that get so strung out that they can't either hold down gigs because they either won't show up, they'll pawn off or sell their instruments to score. Like, they're just so bad with money because they're strung out all the time. It's really, really sad stuff. Like I said, I definitely had a biased view of that because, in my mind, I'll admit, I very much idolized, I should say at this point, but there's something about jazz that is not only cool, right, and expressive, but it also feels very clean and buttoned up as well, Like, it's cool, but it's not metal or rock and roll, like old school rock and roll cool, where it's crazy. It was really shocking. Like, how do I express it? I'm trying to think while playing about how to express this idea, but jazz to me is a Manhattan drink or straight whiskey in a smoky room, smoking a cigarette by a phone booth type cool. You know what I mean? It's not I'm going to get whacked out on drugs and go on a bender right before a concert or a gig type cool. Like, that is not at all the kind of mental image I had of jazz, especially in those older days. Like, I thought, and this is very naive of me, again, incredibly naive for someone who's been around music and musicians for a long time and seen the best and worst of musicians, both in person and through looking into them, which is part of why I don't look into a whole lot of musicians or my idols in the music world. But I don't know, man, it just got me. And at the same time, man, so much of the music that came out of those days and those eras and from those musicians, I mean, The Bird, Charlie Parker, he's a legend. Go listen to his stuff if you haven't. I mean, he can play jazz like nobody's business, even with today's advancements in sound and technology and playing. It's such a shame. And one of the things that got me in the book was when he was found, well, when he died, the police report said he was in his, I want to say, I can't remember exactly, I want to say 54, but in his 50s. But he was in his early 30s, man. He was in his early to mid 30s. But he looked 20-something years older because he was just beat up. He was rode hard and hung up wet from just living before rock and roll, the rock and roll lifestyle. Alright. I was not paying attention, so that is what Kanye is getting. I was having a hyper-focused moment on a hyper-obsession of mine, so that's what she's getting. This is part of why I probably couldn't run a full-on busy place of my own. I would start... Dude, I was bad about this when I was bartending. When I bartended, I was the worst about... I would find... Like, someone would come up, and they'd have something going on, right? And they'd be super interesting to talk to. And I would yap and neglect most everything else that was going on around me. It was hilarious. And it actually got me quite a bit of interesting conversations and good relationships with people who would come up. But it probably wasn't the best for me as a worker, I'll be honest with you. What she wants? Sake. Alright, Miss Aku. 1 sparrow sake. Need to make some more tofu as well. I actually really dislike tofu. Maybe I just haven't had it well, but I don't know, man. It ain't my jam so far. Can't say that is something that I would reach for. Even in Japan, when I was there, not a fan. Not a fan. I picked up some tofu. I think it was tofu and onigiri. I picked up one day just as a little extra snack to have to fuel up while walking around Tokyo. Was that Tokyo? Yes. Now I'm thinking about that was in Tokyo when I was there. Because the last time I was in Japan, I went to Tokyo and Kyoto. Great, by the way. I think everybody should go to Japan. If you can't find a way to enjoy yourself in Japan, you are actively not trying. That is my opinion. And so I had this tofu onigiri, and I very, very quickly found out that there were no trash cans around most of Japan. If you did not know, it is very hard to find publicly available trash cans, which was very unfortunate considering I wanted nothing more than to spit out this tofu onigiri into a napkin and forget it ever happened. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry, Kanye. I am yapping too much. You want sake. Alright, we can make that happen. And you wanted tofu. There we go. I apologize. I probably should have mentioned at the start of this. Onigiri is rice balls. By the way, that is what onigiri is. The kind of shaped rice balls, a lot of the time in a triangular shape. Very famously or infamously, depending on your opinion, that is what jelly donuts in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I believe Pokemon as well were translated to. Not rice balls, but donuts. Jelly donuts is what they were called in those shows. Which is very funny to me now. Not bad. You're pretty good. Dude, I gotta play Metal Gear on stream at some point. I don't know when I will, but I definitely... You know what I might do? I might, and you guys give me your opinion on this as well. I might do playthroughs of Metal Gear, maybe in order, starting from 1 and going out through Phantom Pain, maybe? Maybe? I don't know about 4. I don't know if I can get a port of 4. But, at the very least, Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, and 5. After we finish Fires of Rubicon, Armored Core, depending on how you guys feel about it, I might start doing those games. I played through Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear Solid 1, I should say, not too long ago. And I fell in love with it again, man. I absolutely adore the Metal Gear games. They are equal parts incredible action, political treatise, critique of government, and absolute, forgive my foul language, but just absolute dick-in-hand shitpost. And I don't think there's much of anything that can compare to the Metal Gear series. It is something that you have to experience, and then you will either get it, or you won't. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. But I do hope to share a little bit of that with y'all. Actually, do you guys know if there are ports for the OG Metal Gears? Like, not Metal Gear Solid, I'm talking about Metal Gear 1 and 2 that were on the NES and I believe the SNES, respectively. If I can find ports of those, I might be willing to play those on stream beforehand. Or maybe as one-offs, that could be cool too. Let's go to the... I don't have time to go to the Human Village. We'll just take those potatoes and run. The Irish will weep as I take their potatoes. They're mine now. You can't have them. Alright. Oh, it's gonna force us to go to the Human Village. Sorry, guys. I accidentally lied to you guys. I was gonna go to the Forest of Magic tonight, but the game is forcing me to open up in the Human Village again. Alright. What do we want to do? Let's do some croquets. Or croquettes. Crickets. We could make some crickets. We've got, well, not crickets, but cicadas. Good enough for government work. Could do... Get the pants. We could do that if we need to. We'll do rice balls. Against my better judgment, because these people, if you guys have not seen the short, which I believe is out now, these people want my balls, and I don't know how to feel about it. We'll do the fish crisps. That's what we're doing. Take the usual suspects. I'm running low on sparrow sake, so I'm going to be a little bit careful with that. Oh. There we go. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? It's a mandatory event. Alright. Oh, things are disappearing. Interesting. Alright, I guess we're going to be a bit of a sleuth as well. Let's see. Oh. Someone stole this dude's book? Okay. If you guys couldn't tell, after I just ranted for like 20 minutes straight about a book I was reading, big fan of books. Big fan. Stealing someone's book, completely fucking unacceptable. Pardon my French. I might throw hands with someone if they stole my book or books. Which reminds me, now that I think about it, a friend of mine who I don't believe has ever tuned in or knows that I stream, but a friend of mine who shall go unnamed, just in case he sees this later, I believe still has one of my 40k books. Technically 3, because it was the Ravenor Omnibus, which is a really good book series. The second trilogy of books from Dan Abnett in his Inquisitor series of novels. And I would really like to read it again. It was really cool too. It had a really nice cover on it. Very 40k. It had the inquisitorial rosette. Put those back in there. Rosette over it. It had crossed bolters on the back. It was all black and silver detail picked out, and or the detail was picked out in silver, I should say. Very cool. And it would look great on my shelf if I had it. I kid though. I know I give it to him, and I think he's had that since... Oh man, it must be. He must have had that book for... I don't even know if he has it anymore. He's got to have had that book of mine for like a decade. I gave that to him in high school. That thing is... If he's got that thing still, I will be genuinely impressed. Next time I head down that way, I'll have to ask him. I doubt it, but... I think it's the friend I'm thinking of who's got it. Pretty sure. We'll find out. Alright, guys. Remind me of this later. I'm gonna touch base with him at some point in the near future if I can get him on the horn, and I'm gonna see if he's still got it. I gotta see if he still remembers. Oh man, there was quite a few of us who got really hooked into 40k back in high school. I wonder if those guys are still into it. I, for one, definitely am. I love 40k as a setting. Not as big of a fan of Games Workshop as a company, but the actual setting and characters, for the most part, of Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Fantasy, although I'm not as into 40k, or not 40k, Fantasy. I'm not as into Fantasy. Still very good. Big fan. Alright. We got some mushrooms now, so let's pop some mushrooms into this rice ball for old Marissa. We'll give her a very good time. Alright, got some Getsusei. What do you want to give her? Let's see how she likes Fairy Dew, actually. I think she likes sweet stuff. She certainly does like fungus, which is concerning. Look, I think Marissa's cute and all, but she's a little bit too into mushrooms for my taste, you know what I'm saying? I got concerns, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a chillable drink. We can make that happen. Let's see. Grab this. Oh, she likes greasy food. Alright. Gotta have some oil. Low alcohol. What, you a lightweight? You a lightweight? Lightweight, baby! Let's go! Yeah, buddy! Alright, what about aquatic? She like... Oh, I don't have anything oily right now, do I? Yeah, you gotta have the butter to add oil to stuff as an ingredient. Do I have a naturally greasy? We do. Okay, there we go. Can make that happen. Alright, we need some fish sticks. I hate fish sticks, by the way. I know you guys probably don't care too much about that, but growing up, very, very poor, I ate a metric buttload. Yes, that's the correct term for the amount. Metric buttload of fish sticks growing up, and I despise them now because of it. Happy some people love them. I do not. It is not my jam, nor will they ever be. Ever. No thank you. No sir, no ma'am. That is the one thing I was raised very much to be very polite, and whatever I am given, I finish, or I die trying. I will die on that sword. But if you put some daggone fish sticks in front of me, I might just smack you in the mouth. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. I ain't about that. Like, there's some things you just don't tolerate in this life. Fish sticks? That's one of them, man. You can take that to the bank. Which is really weird, because in the same vein, that's not what I wanted to make. In the same vein, I also ate a whole lot of peanut butter. Because peanut butter, if you guys are not fiends like me who eat approximately a pound, maybe even a little bit more peanut butter a week. Yes, a week. I've got a problem. It is super nutrient rich, very, very dense in calories, very satisfying and filling. So it is perfect if you don't have a lot of money. You can also get it at pretty reasonable prices most of the time. So I ate a lot of that growing up, but I love peanut butter. Even though I ate it all the freaking time. But fish sticks? Nope. Not happening. Isn't it just weird how that happens? Also, another weird thing, since we're on the subject of food now, and I'm in the mood to yap, apparently. My apologies if you wanted a chill stream. Apparently this is me going on tangents and rambles about random topics now. Did you know that preference of food is largely cultural and environmentally dictated? Like, it's not, this is not the best or most precise way to express the idea, but you really don't have, in the way that you usually think of it, a preference for food. Because that is so largely determined by what is around you and what is culturally pushed as preference. For instance, I'll use myself as an example again. Fish. I don't like fish. I don't really have an issue with fish. I'll eat catfish, and this actually goes to this point, so bear with me. I ate a little bit of fish growing up, but not a whole lot. Whereas if you go to Japan, there's a lot of fish food in more common consumption. I mean, even if you go to a convenience store or a gas station, or the equivalent, right, a 7-Eleven or a Lawson's, Family Mart, that sort of thing, there's a lot of fish in there. And so there's a very large culture of eating fish. It's very, very common to like fish in Japan. Whereas for me, because it wasn't as big of a thing around where I lived, except for very, very cheap fish, like catfish, which I do love, I do not have that. That is not who needed that beer. There you go. Let's see, some more of this. It's a weird concept. It's actually funny. My mother, very proud of her for this. She went back many years later and finished her degree. And she went back to college and got that. And she got sociology as a degree. She's done, she's moved on from that and done a lot of outreach and helped a lot of people in a lot of ways with that. But that was one of the the things that was brought up, and I had no idea at the time it had. So I brought that up in conversation one time, just a little cool little fact, or a little phenomenon, I should say. And we ended up having a really interesting conversation over the course of like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, over the complexities of humans and upbringing and nature versus nurture and all that. I had no idea she knew what I was talking about, but it ended up being really interesting. Here you are, sir. What do you want, Akio? Soups? We can make that happen, girl. Not feeling too well? We'll make you some soup. What did she want? Some sake? Is that what she said? She wants a sake. Tummy hurt. Give me some chicken noodle soup and some freaking sake, alright? That's the kind of life I want to live. Akio is an example to us all. Alright. Let's throw down a save. You can see my old saves over here with like 88 grand. Don't worry about that. I may have played this game a little bit in the past. Just a little bit. Alright. What are we feeling? How are we feeling, guys? Want to do another night on the town in the izakaya, and then we might call it there. I'm thinking that's the move. Alright, we got the quest. I think they mentioned the dragon statue. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing out of the fields. Aha! I found something. Long blonde hair. Oh, Marissa. I knew it was Marissa off the rip, but I picked too quick. I should have let the options play out. Marissa, if you don't know, in Touhou Project is a famed, documented, convicted kleptomaniac. In fact, one of her big issues that she has with the Scarlet Devil Mansion crew, specifically Miss Patchouli, is that she constantly breaks in, goes to Patchy's laboratory and library, and then just takes stuff. Just takes books. Going back to the conversation earlier, that's just unacceptable. That's just not what you want. This is not a quest I wanted to pick up. That's alright though. Let's go to our tasks. Let's see. Oh, we did that. We need to go talk to K&A. We do need to go up to Marissa as well, so we can get that. Alright, one at a time. Let's go talk to K&A. There we go. Oh, I forgot she mentioned Inari, which is an actual Japanese deity. I actually went to one of, if not, I think it is the biggest shrine to Inari in all of Japan, which is Fushimi Inari Taisha, which is in Kyoto, around Kyoto. It is the very, very pretty one that you think of, you almost certainly think of when you think of shrines in Japan. Because it is the one with all the deep red, my eyes are a little bit funny, so they look very orange to me, but red or orange, depending on your eyes, gates that you walk up the side of the mountain under. It is one of the most gorgeous places that I've ever been. And then right nearby, too, is the bamboo forest. It is, at the risk of sounding crass, it is a magical, magical place. Alright, let's head up. I would like to head up anyway. Can I not go through there? Let's go to the Forest of Magic, because we need to talk to Miss Marissa. And not even about her kleptomaniacal tendencies. We want her to teach us how to cook some stuff. Which is, you know, outside of, like, brewing potions and magic stuff, I don't know if I would trust Marissa in my kitchen. I might have to, put up a sign that says, no Marissas, if she were real. Alright, let's give her some pork. Alright. Pork and mushroom stir fry. Cool. Does she need to try it in the izakaya? She does. Can't invite her yet. It would be good to go ahead and get some extras. Get this, thank you. Oh! Hey, Narumi. I feel so bad. I went through this area and completely forgot about Narumi. Narumi is a Jizo statue, and she is an absolute cinnamon roll. I love Narumi. She's adorable. She's cute, and she deserves protection. Alright. See you later, Narumi. Take that. Let's talk to Shanghai. Can I take all this? Yeah, we're gonna take all this. My wallet's not gonna like me, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's chat. Alice, by the way, I didn't mention it when we talked to her when we initially came to the Magic Forest, or Forest of Magic. But Alice's specialization in magic is actually puppeteering, which is really cool. She's got a whole variety of dolls, ranging from like this. This is Shanghai. Her sprite there has got a couple, and then she's got Horai, another one of her name dolls. She's got a variety, and then she also has the ominously named, and appropriately as well named, Goliath doll that can just smash stuff, because it's Goliath, as the name implies. Let's see. 9 days? Oh yeah, we can do that. Alright. Now, since we were foiled last time, let's go to the Forest of Magic and see what's going on in here. Let's see. We are not going to take the pork and mushroom stir. Well, yeah, we're not going to take it in case Marissa shows up, because I don't want to run out of it. So instead, we're going to do rice balls. Let's try the runny eggs. Is this Western? No, it's not Western. Because I know for sure that Alice likes Western food. That's one of the tags that she likes. Let's take both of the lampreys. Or both of the lampreys. Lamprey and pork and trout kebab. Let's get croquettes. Or croquets. I'm not quite sure still how to pronounce that. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to run a tight ship today. Or tonight, rather. Do that. Get the pan. Drinks. Take the usual suspects. And beers. This is called the Zune beer, by the way. Because the creator of Touhou, Mr. Zune, I can't remember his actual name. He uses his old arcade handle, which was Zune. I don't think I've ever seen a photo or a video of him without a big mug of beer in his hand, and I love it. He's an icon. If you have never seen anything with Zune, go check him out. He's a funny guy. Alright. Back to a small izakaya. Haven't upgraded this one yet. Also, I like the idea since when we came here, Alice mentioned that her dolls would help out in the construction of it. I just like to have the mental image of the Goliath doll and just picking up the izakaya from the yokai trail, holding it straight up over its head, and then just walking back, however long it is, back to the Forest of Magic. That's just a funny mental image to me. Alright, I think that's all we're going to prepare for the moment. Alright, I think I may have prepared a little bit too much. Let's not get too crazy, alright? We're going to end up owing more than we make if we get too crazy in the prep work. What a nice acoustic guitar in this soundtrack for this area, too. I'm listening. I want to say... I'm not sure how they created the soundtracks, but whether it's an actual physical instrument that they recorded or a digitally rendered one, it sounds like a 12-string, which is very, very nice. And 12 strings, if you didn't know, it's not like... It doesn't, at glance, look very different from a normal 6-string acoustic guitar. What it does is, there are very, very, very small secondary strings that go beside each of the other strings. And because of that, they resonate together when you pluck or strum them in a very, very beautiful way. It adds a little bit of a high end, more of the I don't have a better word for that, the high end, the higher pitch register. But it also adds that resonant undertone to it as well, which is very interesting. Alright, mid-alc and cultural. We may shoot. Do that. And cultural. We'll just do that. We'll keep it simple. For old Narum. Oh, she doesn't like filling food, interestingly enough. She likes Japanese food, though. And she wants vintage. Do I have anything that's vintage? Ice cream smoothie. Hey, there we go. Make that work. Oh, our boy Renosuke's showing up again. Just like filling. Do we have any other cultural? We could do the old pork and truck bob trick. I think that's what we're gonna do. $10 says Renosuke wants a beer. Reminds me of my boy Gold, who you'll occasionally see pop up in the chat. He is a cultured individual when it comes to the beer. He actually brews his own. It's really cool. Alright, she wants something neat. She wants mountain delicacy. Which that actually... Do that and... Is it Puerto Rico pork? No. Pork, there we go. Is that mountain delicacy? It's not. Shoot. So we can do that. We'll do that. Right, what do you want? He wants a beer. You guys owe me $10. Don't take it back now. He wants something filling. Alright, we can do that. Alright, what do you want? Alright, well I know he's going to want a beer, so we're going to go ahead and take that to him while we take the orders. Ooh, Alice is showing up too. We're getting all the characters. Alright, something savory. Same as before, but low alcohol. How much time we got? Okay, we should be able to get her in. We should be able to get her in before things go crazy as far as the time goes. Let's do that. I thought for sure I had something that had the savory tag. Do I not? Alright, well he's gonna have to make do. Let's give her this. Actually, no, it's not. Well, that'll work. I wanted to add something that maybe made it greasy or switch to a recipe that was greasy. But that'll work. Here you go. Here you go. Again? Oh my goodness. Home cooked. We'll have one of those, and you will like it. bear. If you ever hear me say beer strange or use the phrase two bears, that's because I was up in Appalachia on vacation with my family. And we ran up upon a couple of bears and a bunch of rednecks. Which, hey, no hate for my rednecks, man. I grew up in the deep south. I'm as trailer as they come on occasion, alright? I got that in me. My first girlfriend lived in a trailer. I'm with it. I'm with it. However, for the life of us, we cannot tell if they were saying two bears or two beers. And so that's become a bit of a joke around my family. Japanese. Vintage. Let's look at that. Fillet. Do that. Home cooking. Pumpkins fillet, right? Yeah. Just throw that in there for Mr. Renosuke. Alright. Y'all go and get. I wanna get Alice in here and get some of her tags before we get out of here today. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This one. There we go. Sometimes the controls fight me in this game, and I'm never quite sure why. It's just one of those weird things. Otherwise, game is fantastic, but menuing sometimes, it just doesn't like me. It just picks a fight sometimes. Oh, he wants a beer. Gotta get this man his drink. Can't have a meal without a drink. Alright. Mission accomplished. Alright, let's see what she gives us. Modern. She wants something fancy. She wants that primo stuff. How about a coffee? Something premium, do ya? She's a bit of a bougie girl, so let's maybe give her one of these, but we're gonna give her something premium in there. I think she likes photogenic as well. Let's go ahead and try and hit a couple different tabs. Let's give her truffle, and let's give her, what was it? Ginkgo nut, that's what it was. Make it photogenic. Oh, there's no way we can see Marissa. We would have to be super rude and just absolutely kick people out. Run after the other. She doesn't like meat, though. I didn't remember that. Alright, that's good to know. I can't even remember what her spell card does in the game. Let's see here. Don't get closing time. Time to finish your whiskey or beer. Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let's do that. I don't know about you guys, but I would never be able to, like, past closing time, just keep ordering. Not only because I worked a bar, so I waited a little bit, but mostly worked a bar. But besides that, I would feel so bad for keeping someone late. I genuinely would. I am the kind of guy who I despise working overtime as a general rule. And I would feel absolutely awful going in somewhere late. But that is an aside that's neither here nor there for now, because I think that's where we're gonna wrap it, ladies and gents. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I had a really good time. It was a long day, so it was good to unwind and relax a little bit with you folks. And I hope to see you guys very soon. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but, and I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to be streaming Thursday. We're probably going to be playing some more of the visual novel, Witch on the Holy Night, or if you're familiar with the Japanese, Mahotsukai no Yoru, which is very good. We're roughly halfway through, so I'd like to make a little bit more of a dent in that, and always have a good time reading through that. What else we got? Friday, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I may or may not be streaming Friday. My intention is to, but we'll see how that goes. And of course, over the weekend, whether it's Friday or Saturday, I'll be playing some Final Fantasy XII. And then, depending on how that goes and how time works out on those days, either Saturday or Sunday, I'll probably be playing some more Fires of Rubicon, otherwise known as Armored Core 6. And that is always a high-octane fun time. And beyond that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. Peace.